everybody. So today is Monday. That means it's time for Movie Monday. And this week's topic is really interesting. It's 5 movies that you think deserve a sequel. And so I tried to kind of be creative here and think about movies that I want to know more about the characters and that I feel like there's more to do in that world. The first one that I have is The Adventures of Tintin. This one would be a perfect one to have sequels for because there's many of the comics, of the stories, of the books, and so it's a perfect story. And you even had kind of an agreement between Jackson and Spielberg that he was going to do the next one because Spielberg did this one. So you've kind of got it all set up. You've got I think all the cast is still with us, and I think there would still be a market for it. It did pretty well, and I would just be curious to go on another adventure with our team from Tintin. I think it's one of Spielberg's most underrated movies, and it's just a ton of fun. Next choice is The Rise of the Guardians. This is another one that would be really easy to do because there are additional novels. Another one I feel like is really underrated. I really like all of these characters. It's kind of like an Avengers movie for kids. I love the animation, the world building that they did, and the way they created all of the different lands for each of these characters. The voice cast was really strong, really good, and I think you could even make it better. I think if there was anything holding back Rise of the Guardians, this was maybe the somewhat pedestrian story with the Jude Law character, with the Pitch Black character. I think you could make it even better, but there was so much heart with Jack, and I'd be really curious to go back to him and see how he's doing. Next choice is Jupiter Ascending. I know you might think that's crazy because everyone hated this movie. I didn't hate it, but I didn't really like it. I think that the choices with the Eddie Redmayne character were the problem, and I thought that it was so campy and I thought it was so over the top that I think there's enjoyment to be had, and it was so beautiful. And I think that a lot of the mistakes that it made are easy to correct, and you could still tell a cool new story in that world. You know, it's kind of like Avatar in a way, because I feel like Avatar, the main problem with it is that it's too long. And if you made Avatar shorter, I think that you have a beautiful world there to tell a story. And so I have no problem with Avatar sequels, and I think that that's the same way with Jupiter Ascending. I think that you have elements there that could make a good movie. You have a great world, you have characters that with good writing could be good. So I don't know, I would just be really curious to go back there because it was so creative. But I know that obviously it will never happen because everyone hated it. My next choice is The Great Mouse Detective. This I think would have been perfect for a sequel because you could just do some more of the Sherlock Holmes stories. You've still got Basil, you've still got all the characters that are still like living and able to do a sequel. That you could have even Clements and Musker come back and do it, and I'd love to see it with sort of new animation and just with even bolder, brighter colors would be really fun. I guess you wouldn't have Vincent Price, but he's Ratigan is eaten at the end anyway, so it all works out. My last choice that I think deserved a sequel is Megamind. I think that it was much better than Despicable Me, and Despicable Me is now getting its second sequel or third sequel if you include Minions. And I think that Megamind was much better. I think it had a much more interesting character. I think the jokes were funnier. I think the writing was much better. I think the voice acting was much better. I just think it's better in every way. And so I wish it had been Megamind that had gotten the sequels instead of Despicable Me. That is my 5 movies. I would like to see a sequel that I probably never will. And so yeah, let me know what you think of these 5 movies. Have I lost my mind? Do you see any potential in them at all? Put in the comments section, and thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!